Team Mimic here with a deck profile with Austin Wojchowski. Austin, what did you play today?
I played Evil Eye Paleozoic and went 3-1.
Nice, nice. All right, let's check out this deck profile.
All right. So, monster count is really low in this one. You play 3 Serziel, and he's the only Evil Eye monster you play. Think of him like Candina. So on normal summon, he searches any card in the archetype. He also has a quick effect when he's equipped with the equip spell, which allows him to pop a special summon monster that your opponent controls, but during the standby phase after you do it, you have to pop a card that you control. For hand traps, we play 3 Ash, searches are good, 3 Veiler, monster effects are good. Then we'll move to spells.
That's it for hand traps, no ogres?
Yeah, ogres are sided.
Oh, nice.
So for spells, we play 3 of the Evil Eye field spell. When you activate it, you search for an Evil Eye monster. When it's destroyed, you add an Evil Eye monster back from graveyard, and then if an Evil Eye monster that's equipped with the equip spell battles an opponent's monster during your opponent's turn, you can make both players take the damage from that battle. And that came up like in one of my matchups today, but it wasn't super important. You play 2 terraforming to get to it. And then
The searchers are nice.
Yeah, and then you play 2 Evil Eye of Selene. I was testing this at 3, but it was a little bit bricky. But 2 is fine because it's searchable, and most of the time it's the card that you search with Serziel. If you open it, I play a couple other targets that you can use. For consistency, I play 2 Extravagance and 3 Duality. If I could play 3 of this, I would. I'm getting my 3rd today. Moving on to traps, I play 2 Evil Eye Defeat. This is a compulsory evacuation device as long as you control an Evil Eye monster. But if you control the equip spell as well, it's a double compulse, so it bounces 2. And I play 1 Evil Eye Retribution. And this is a dark bribe as long as you control an Evil Eye monster. And if you control the equip spell, it can't be chained to. Your opponent doesn't draw. The reason I play 2 of this is because you can play it off of Trap Trick, but you can't access the counter trap off of Trap Trick.
Very nice.
For Paleos, I play 2, 2, and 2 with an additional Canadia and Olanides in the side for specific matchups. And then, like I said, I do play Trap Trick in this build, so I play 3 Trap Trick because it accesses basically every control card in the deck. I also play 2 Heavy Storm Duster so that I can access it off of Trap Trick, and 3 Impermanence. So those are my generic Trap Trick targets. The Dusters were really good in my first matchup of the day, which I'll talk about in a second. And then to round out the deck, I play a full Solemn package, so 3 Strike, a Warning, and a Judgment, and this never felt like too much.
No, I feel like this is awesome.
And the main deck total comes to 43, which is pretty high, and I would probably end up cutting a Duality for an Extravagance, so playing 2 and 3 in the other ratio. And then it was nice to have Evil Eye Defeat access off of Trap Trick, but I think I would cut it to 1 if I were to play this deck again.
Alright, extra deck?
Yeah, so for the Paleos, I play 3 Toad, and then 2 Opabinia and 1 Animal Locorus. The only card in my extra deck that I summoned today with my own cards was Toad. Then I play 2 Starving Venom for Thunder Dragon with Super Poly.
Yeah, you like to search, so Colossus is no-go.
Right, and then I play the 1 Violet Chimera, and the reason there's only 1 in the extra deck right now is because I was thinking about playing Cherries earlier, so I was thinking about using it on the Sunlight Wolf, so I decided to put 3 of those in the extra deck. I didn't end up running Cherries, so it was kind of dead. And then I played Borals just in case the opportunity came up, but it never really would.
I heard Borals are good.
Yeah, they're good monsters. And then the side deck, so I played 3 Twin Twister. This card's super important in the format because it stops the Phantom Knight rank up magic during the standby phase, and it also deals with decks that are similar to this where you might have a strike set and an impermanence and you need to play through that so that you can establish your own control. I was also anticipating that I would be playing against the new Endymion deck today, so in conjunction with the Heavy Storm Dusters in the main deck, this card really took care of back row issues.
So no Endymions today.
I did play against Endymion round 1. I played 3 Ghost Ogre. I think that this hand trap is a sleeper this format, and I think that as the format develops, people will consider putting it into the main deck more frequently. This hits Servant of Endymion and Big Guy Endymion in the scale, so it's really, really strong in that matchup. And then against Striker, obviously you hit multi-roll and win. I played 3 Wiretap because it's a control deck and I don't want to get evenly matched. I rounded out the Paleo count with an extra Canadia and an extra Olanides. So I sided this in against control decks and going first against Endymion, and I sided this in against Salad because it gives you an extra way to stop their turn. And then the MVP card of the entire day in the side deck was There Can Be Only One. Going forward, I think that main decking this card could be useful, although I do want to end with 2 Paleos on board so that I can make the Toad. So you have to choose carefully when you resolve it. And then the last card in the side deck was 1 copy of Super Poly. Pretty self-explanatory.
That hurts.
It breaks boards. It won me a match today. So my matchups for the entire day, I played against Endymion round 1 and won 2-0. I ended up with too much spell trap removal for the player to deal with. And then I played against Photon Galaxy, and I won that 2-1. I played against Blue Eyes Chaos Max and lost 2-1. It turns out when you play a lot of cards that say target, when a card says you can't do that, you kind of just lose.
Yeah, it's hard to get around that.
And the third effect of the field spell really came in handy in that matchup because it allowed me to apply pressure. He failed to resolve Chalice Slime in game 3, so he ended up burning himself for 25, and then he attacked into my Serziel with a Chaos Max, and I was able to hit both of us for the damage, so it put him in a position where he had to dig for a Kaiju or a Twin Twister, and he ended up finding it before I could come up with an answer. And then round 4 I played against Salad, and I lost game 1 to the turn 1 Salad board. Game 2 I established control, and then game 3 I opened Super Poly. And I would say like the MVP would definitely be like the Solemn package, just because like it provides you with answers when your deck
stop everything.
Right, when your deck doesn't have answers. So like Judgment was so clutch today, and like I literally mean Judgment was so clutch. Like it hits anything.
Yeah, I felt it with the Pank drops.
Yeah, just bring back more Solemn cards, Konami.